But dude, there's a new, well, a whole new legacy, I want to say. Like, holy shit, like these decks. If you like, are you aware of Nadu? Like, I remember talking about the card, but I wasn't aware of it being a legacy Elves card.
I've seen it, but it wasn't until you mentioned that you know, we could play a version of Elves with it that I even was thinking about it in Elves. It looked kind of cool. I mean, the whole only triggers at most twice each turn thing kind of seemed to put a hold on it. So when you mentioned you can run through your whole deck sometimes,
yeah,
I was kind of curious of how, and I don't know that Bristly Bill Spine Sour. I haven't seen that one.
Dude, I had to jump through some loops. Those are the only 2 ones left on Magic Online to get those. So yeah, you say this only triggers twice, and that's the fallacy that you can fall into, because it only triggers twice per creature per copy of Nadu. So if you have 5 creatures, you can trigger this 10 times. You get the idea? So it triggers twice per creature. Yeah, and per copy of Nadu. So if you've exhausted all of your 2 triggers, you happen to draw into a new Nadu, you can just like replay the Nadu, sacrifice the old one. I guess it's legendary, yeah, it is, and then you just do the same thing again. So there's a lot of, like, I've literally never played this, and I've literally never seen it in action, which is like part of the appeal, because like we're gonna learn it together now. And yeah, I'm curious how this is gonna work out, because apart from the regular elf stuff, we go back to the very, very roots. Like, holy shit, Elfish Herder, I literally played that card like a quarter of a century ago. This is just like insane.
I remember that one, yeah. I
You
used to play that too.
Yeah, I guess it's like, just like another way to trigger Nadu, and yeah, honestly, there's not too much really you're gonna do with it. Like, I guess you can give haste to this randomly or something, but one with haste. Yeah, anyway, this is like a mana sink that you can draw more cards with Nadu, I would think, and then yeah, so in Safekeeper, technically also a way to draw extra cards. I guess it's like it gives also some extra value to exhausted cradles, right? Once you draw into a new cradle with Nadu. So this is like all super synergistic. Of course, you can like wire with Symbiote and Quirion Ranger your own creatures to draw cards with Nadu. You can even like, let's say, okay, this is the dream, right? Use wire with Symbiote and Quirion Ranger to draw a bunch of cards with Nadu. And then you bounce your Quirion Ranger, you replay it, and all of a sudden it triggers twice again for Nadu, because it's technically a different card, kind of, right? That's how the game looks at it, and that's kind of
we have no Visionary.
No Visionary. We don't need Visionary. Visionary is too slow for this, I would think. This is like all, like, we have no Glimpse, we have no Visionary, and also like this doesn't actually draw the card, right? If it's a land card, put into the battlefield, otherwise put into your... Yeah, this is a draw card. This also gets around Bowmasters. It's getting better and better.
That's cool.
And at the very
That's cool. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, at the very worst, this is like a 3 mana thing that blocks Delver any day of the week. So
oh yeah,
I'm curious how this one's gonna work out. This, but also, by the way, this needs some kind of nickname if it actually sticks, because there's no way we're gonna call it Bristly Bill Spine Sower. No, this is just like,
we'll call it Cactus Man.
Cactus Man, sign me up. Legendary Cactus Man, Plant Druid, dude. That's amazing. That's, yeah. So Testacular is saying, Bill and Nadu is a machine. Yeah, I can see that, right? So Nadu, if you reveal a land, it puts into play, which in turn triggers Bill. The land is a battlefield under your control. Put a counter on a target creature, which targets a creature, so you draw another card. Then you might either find another like creature or a land. Yeah, this can go crazy really quickly.
That's cool.
Double number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Wake up, little ones. There's a new day ahead, says the Cactus Man. Awesome. Isn't it a thing that like in North America, people like they get high, like they cut open a cactus and then they, I don't know, inject it into their veins or something, or drink it, or like milk of the cactus or something?
Well, that's mescaline.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
And I think peyote's even from a cactus too. I'm not positive on that, but I mean I've never done that, but I hear it's kind of a lot. No, I really haven't.
Is it like trashy, or is it like, oh, I don't know?
It's just like something more from like, I think, in the 70s, or like, if you're in like a Native American kind of society, then I think it'd be more common. Like I have a student that
so like
he would do shamanistic rituals where they would do that. But
is it like a religious
really
aspect to it?
Yeah, I think so. It's more of like a Native American kind of thing, you know, where they'd go on their
Okay, okay.
their spirit walks, where they would.
Okay. Guess I'm a couple
When
of
a
decades later than
child
that.
becomes a man, yeah, when a child becomes a man, they give him a bunch of hallucinogens and then say, "Okay, walk in the desert for 2 days." Then come back and tell us what you see.
You know how the Maasai do it in Kenya, or at least how they used to do it. So there was also this kind of ritual, right? When a boy becomes a man, I want to say at around like age 16 or something, they had this thing that you had to go out into the Masai Mara, which is like the well, I guess they also lived in Amboseli and a couple of other places, but Masai Mara is where I learned about this. And you had to literally go out and kill a lion. So you take your spear and they're like, okay, see you again in a couple hours with the lion that you're hopefully about to kill. But you don't really do that anymore because you can't go hunting in Kenya, right? Unless, I guess, for self-defense. And so now they have a different kind of ritual, which I forgot about because it wasn't nearly as cool. And now the story doesn't have a proper ending. Those are always the worst ones, right? No payoff. But yeah, it's...
So, but basically, back in the day, every grown man would have killed a lion then, because otherwise you would be dead.
At least he would have led other people to believe that he had killed a lion, and then the lion...
you didn't have to prove it.
But I mean...
Like, here's the lion's tooth, or here's this,
yeah,
you know.
There was probably like somebody killing a lion, then he was like selling all different body parts of the lion to people so they can prove it. I don't know, I literally have no idea. I just like find the idea of like you either kill a lion or you die. I don't know if that's really how it worked. But the funniest conversation I had with one of those guys, we did like this authentic village tour, and it was actually super authentic. Like I'm not even joking. But then you go behind the village, and there's this huge market, and every family in town, they have a different booth. And everywhere you walk and you look at something, they tell you, "Oh, I made this for you." And of course, they're just like, "Yeah, for you, sure." And then you look at it, and it's just like all the different parts. Sometimes there's like made in China, made in this, and then like, and I gotta give them credit, right? I talked to a couple of people and they were like, "Did you really make this?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they tell you basically like for a lot of these tourist souvenirs that kind of look crafted, they buy like basically from a distributor some of the smaller parts, and then they piece it together, and then it's like authentic, kinda. And yeah,
looks handmade.
yeah, and like everywhere you go, it's always the same stuff. I remember the only really authentic thing I ever saw in one of these places was a handmade chess set that I bought for a friend of mine as a gift. And that one actually literally had like all the different chess pieces like handcrafted, and you can tell they were like properly crafted,
hand
not
carved.
just like, yeah, exactly. And that was a very long negotiation about the price, and I still have no idea whether I got ripped off or not, but it looked really cool and I wanted it.
I think we have a very old chess set that has ivory pieces, but I'm not positive that they might be marble, which is also kind of cool too.
Yeah, marble is a lot more acceptable than ivory.
Yeah. I think they are actually marble.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where that set is.
Cool. So should we jump to a league? Because I have kind of like a rough idea how this is going to work. I have no idea what Torsten is going to do. Like, Torsten turns out is the founder of Benalia. Good on you, Torsten. But I guess he's just like a random kind of grindy guy for like 4-color, 5-color mid-range matchups.
It's just
Good Friday,
like another Atraxa kind of. It's kind of like an Atraxa-ish situation.
Yeah. Also turns out it's a 7-mana 7/7, which used to be like insanely good.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Okay, yeah, I feel like we know enough of how this is going to work. We can
I just realized where the
jump into a league.
Oh, they are over here. I was like, there were Flusterstorms. Oh yeah, here they are. I couldn't get
the
proper old frame ones.
I remember when I saw the I don't remember who did it, but someone that joined. He was playing in some like big tournaments, and he had the actually I think I originally saw it from one of your videos years ago of a blue-green Elves deck that had like all these counter spells and stuff.
Yeah, I did that at times.
I've always wanted to put my tropical islands in an Elves deck.
I've done that at times, like actually quite a couple of times back then. The only thing I never properly splashed into Elves was like, actually I splashed every color. Like, I guess white was the least splashed one. Even like red was really only splashed for Richter. So I mean that would have made a big impact at the time. But
that was right when I started playing again. Is when that was being used.
Yeah, it must have been around 2014
for Storm.
And then I remember when I won this Half Moxen, my only loss in the entire tournament over 2 days was against Jamie Westlake, like the famous Dutch at Museum Storm player. And on camera, I had one of the biggest brain farts of my professional career. Like, I got a natural order, and I'm like, yeah, what should I get? What should I get? It's a Nauseam Tendrils, right? It's game 2. I can just like, yeah, I'm gonna get Kraterhoof, and I'm gonna attack him down to 4 and pass the turn, and hopefully oh shit, he won. And then afterwards, people were like, did you side out Richter against Storm? Like, I did not.
Was not the best decision.
Yeah, it didn't even like it never came. And from that point on, whenever like I had to make some kind of decision, I would really like tutor through my entire deck very quickly. Like you pick the card you wanna pick, you pull it to the front, and then you still quickly give the rest like a look, just to make really sure. And yeah, but yeah, I guess it turned out a 1-deal thing, but could have been an undefeated one.
You're probably like so used to getting Craterhoof too that even in those situations you're just kind of on autopilot sometimes.
No, I wouldn't say that. Like a lot of times you would even get like cutesy stuff like Quirion Ranger just because it meant that you had more activations out of your Deathrite Shaman, which against Nauseam Tendrils was a big thing. But oh dude, I've missed this. We're gonna keep this and we're gonna get punished so hard. Let's do it. Okay, let's adjust the score first of all.
We don't have any bayous in here too. There's no black splash.
You can splash black for grief. I didn't do it here, but I've been told that that's a thing that some people sometimes do. Okay, here we go. Yes, deck name. Okay. Okay.
I love Shepherd.
We got this covered. I was like for a second, oh shit, man.
Yeah, me too. And then I realized we were okay.
Also, like this kind of deck usually doesn't wasteland you. At least I hope it won't. One is playing Mono Red Prison. Dude, we are so fucked if they have Moon here. I would guess we play like 2 forests.
Red.
No, play some stupid
Elves.
goblin or something. Come on. Oh, 4 mana? What does this deck do in 4 mana?
It might be Chaos Caves.
Oh yeah, we are... This is terrible.
Oh, no.
This deck is even worse playing like a 2 mana. Like we can't really do all that much. Plus, I guess we can hope to eventually get into natural order here. Is there actually like a secondary thing we can natural order for reasonably well? Oh great. Well, I guess it could be Grizzly Bill. Isn't there like this Blinky Bill? I wanna say there was a TV show in Germany, like when I was a child. Blinky Bill. Er macht immer was er will. Blinky Bill. Okay, do I want to surveil or do I want to get a Dryad Arbor? I think I need to surveil. Like Dryad Arbor, yeah, but not really. Let's hatch Mace. I like the surveil here. Well, it's another land. One step closer to natural order, which really doesn't do anything. I mean, it has it gets Nadu, but then it still doesn't do anything. Or it actually gets the Mr. Bill, the Cactus Man. When our land is a battlefield under your control, but that won't happen. Actually, that one's also not great. I guess it actually gets a Sour Shepherd, but that's still like 2 turns away. Oh, you know what? We're gonna put it on top. Opponent is not casting anything, which is weird. It's so funny, right? We have oh, dude, this is not good for us. No, I don't even want to get the Dryad Arbor because they might just like decide to kill it. Yeah, so we have this thing, like we sell sports courses, lessons, and like many other things to our clients. And you have to fill out a form where you list your level, like for example for kitesurfing, for ring foiling, or what have you. And they go up to a certain level, like for example for kitesurfing, I think it goes to 7. And like usually you get people like from 0 to 4, 5, 6, rarely a 7. And for ring foiling, I wanna say it goes to 5. And the other day, I had somebody submit their farm, and it said they are level 6. And I was like, okay, that's pretty impressive. Like, it doesn't even go to 6.
It comes in, I'm over 9,000.
Yeah, exactly. Right. This one goes to 11. It's like, okay. Like, I invented the sport. Okay, let's get another draw that way. We also get, like, wrecked by Fury, but at least now we can natural order. So that's something. Where is Torsten when you need it? You know, they should make a future version of Natural Order where you can actually get something from your sideboard. So let's get a basic land now, finally. Forest. This is actually, like, pretty good now. Like, yeah, we lose... Like, we literally only get that weird dude. The Sour Shepherd, but... now we can do this. Yeah, we don't care. Oh, we aren't. Wait, we can bounce this one. Oh, this is insane. Is it though? It's kind of insane. And now we get protection for our dude, and this is where we get utterly wrecked by Fury. And because of that, I believe we should already kind of prepare for that. Or should we? Like if the Fury, we bounce this, we bounce this. Yeah, this one is almost free.
Well, I think he would have casted it there if he had it, though.
Fury. He had no
opportunity.
opportunity. He had
with
no
symbiote on the stack?
No, he had no opportunity. Like, it's a creature, right? Like, he hasn't had a turn yet. How greedy. You know what? Let's run this one out again.
Oh, I was thinking for a second. Man, it's been so long since I played. I was thinking for a second he could just, like, do it on, like, snap it down.
The Flash
Man, it's
Fury.
been a while since I played it. Yeah,
dude, that can be so broken.
Man.
We go. Chromox. I mean, a lot of those elementals, like for example, Solidarity.
I'm thinking of, like,
has
the
Flash,
whole...
and Endurance has Flash.
Endurance, yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, this one is gonna shoot something, right? Wait. What? They actually, oh, they sacrificed this. Okay, so we do this. Do this. Then we just take some damage. That's fine. Okay, this is where we want to draw Glimpse. Or something similar to it. Or Cradle, like, even Cradle, like, puts us very close to Crota of mana.
Mm.
Ooh, oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, bounce. 4 gets the thing. Replay the land, play the Shepherd, bounce. Oh god, dude, yeah. Oh god, okay, let's do this. This is almost like Glimpse music worthy at this point. Oh god, oh god. I hope they're not gonna try to stop us. Okay, here we go. Let's get Senora Nadu. Actually, don't even know it's like a Senora or something.
Bird's the word.
Bird's the word, dudes. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. Okay, Nadu. You know, it's actually. Do we do this? Yeah. You know, Nadu is kind of like German slang, cringe slang for how you doing. So every time I say Nadu, I feel like, oh my god, I'm so cringe. Okay, here we go to this.
I think my cousin was teaching me Swedish, and there was something like, I think it was like Hadu or something like, I think was also kind of like that.
But the only thing in Swedish I know is actually I know two things. Knulla? Knulla? You have heard about Knulla?
I remember him saying that. I don't remember what that means.
It means
though.
fucking.
Oh yeah.
Knulla,
yeah, he
Knulla?
said that a lot.
Yeah.
Hemliga document. I remember him teaching me was like secret document.
Why would that ever come up? I'm gonna teach him secret document.
Secret. Well, oh man. Well, it's a long story. I'm not gonna. It's probably too long to try to tell it. But yeah, I feel like that would be a really fun language to really fully learn.
Yeah. The other one I learned is Jakken Lindin sister, which is like the Danes like Michael Bond and everyone. They taught me that. It means I like your sister.
I like your sisters.
Days is always a funny one for Swedes, pronounced like dick, if read like Swedish. Days? Okay. The only thing I noticed about Swedes, they don't like to pronounce like just or something. They say just, because apparently that's not a sound in Swedish. Oh, I get to draw cards because of this? Dude. This is amazing. So this one's not an elf, right? So we can't really bounce this, but I guess we can still use it to draw an extra card. Like, let's say we draw an extra card here. I don't want to bounce the Dryad Arbor. Actually, maybe I should have bounced this one. How do I think about it? It's okay. That's okay.
Here's a saying you want to remember. Du har bra smak. You have good taste.
Yeah, okay. I'll try to remember that. Oh, okay. Holy shit, Cradle. 1, 2, 3. Dude, my Cradle math has been. This is actually, yeah, this is enough mana. It's been a while since I've played Elves, but I see lethal mana when I know it or something. I know lethal mana when I see it.
You feel it.
I kind of feel it. I could be wrong though, but we'll figure it out. I actually haven't run the numbers on whether it's also going to be lethal, but I think we can get to cast this guy. We get to cast this guy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here we go.
Finish him!
Finish him, Swedish him. Ba 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 ba.
Carrier has arrived.
Here we go, and now we untap this one and bounce this one. Opponent, how do you like them apples? Here we go.
Die.
Humph. We want the humph.
Fatality.
That feels good.
Okay,
Man,
okay.
I missed Elves.
You did, yeah.
This does behave a lot like original Elves. I'm happy there's a new iteration of this.
Oh yeah. We'll figure it out though, because I have no idea how I want to sideboard now. I guess we want Force of Figures. Kind of. Let's put everything we might want here, like this, like this. Maybe we want Torsten. Yeah. Found. How do you like found something like Benalia? It's just like, yeah, here be Benalia, and this is my actually it goes into the whole theory of like what makes a country, and there's like 4 major things. You need like a population, you need an area, you need a government, and then like the 4th one is kind of like contentious, but not
Need a
really.
McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. This is what the United Nations said. You need a McDonald's, and that's actually why some countries are struggling. And yeah, no, the 4th one is you have to be able to enter into relations with other countries, which is kind of like when you think about it on self.
Just a government, really.
Yeah, it's kind of like a self-reference. Like, in order to be a country, you need to be able to like talk to other countries, and the other countries are like, hey, how do we become countries? But I mean, yeah, it's for practical reasons. Everybody gets it, and yeah, yeah. Testacular, let us know, how would you sideboard here? We are lost. Lost. Here we go. Finally. Lost.
My first thing to take out usually is Once Upon a Times in any elf situation, because I don't know what creatures to cut, really, most of the time.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you'd rather cut creatures than Once Upon a Time, right? Because Once Upon a Time also is kind of like land. But then again, we have like 22 land, but usually like we had like 18 or 19 initial mana sources. So this one has 22, 20, 16. Oh no, I was talking about 19 lands. This is like 22 lands. Anyway, I have to sideboard really quick. So we're gonna do it on the fly. Collector Oath definitely goes out. We might wanna take out. Actually, now that we have more Force of Rigor, I'm really not sure we want 4 Force of Rigors. 3
I would think
sheep.
like 2.
What is 3 sheep? I don't know what 3 sheep is. Oh, shepherd. No.
We need ships.
Yeah. And herder. Oh yeah, herder can always come out. And now we have 10 seconds. Shit. Okay, let's do this. This feels so wrong. This feels so bad. We're gonna take out a Bristol. I have to submit something. Fourth handle is there's only 4 fourth. Like, that's not good. You need like 6 to 7 cards to handle like a card that completely screws you over. Okay, here we go. Is this keepable? Well, we're on the draw and we have Once Upon a Time.
And with Vigors, I think we're...
Yeah, this is probably going to be...
Versus the Chalice.
Oh, Rebel Master. Okay, I was going to say this is probably going to be Moon. This is like pretty all-in, like going City first. But it can catch us off guard. Actually, we might want to take out 7 Safekeeper. No, okay, let's see. Let's shoot this one. I want a Cavern in here. For Lanoef. Le Forest. Adam. Might actually be true.
You gonna play any paper event soon?
Yeah, apparently I am. I totally forgot about it, but I'm qualified for like the South German Legacy Invitational. Like, that's a mouthful, I guess. But in January, I won like a tournament, and I guess it's been quite a while. But that one actually qualifies you for that. And I'm probably gonna play Painter, but we will see. Island. Here we go. Okay,
nice.
Mr. Nadu, Mrs. Nadu. I don't know. Mr. Bird, like bird, but in German, bird is der Vogel, so it's masculine. Okay, we're gonna call it. Is that weird for you, by the way, that in other languages, like inanimate things, that they have like a gender? Like
yeah, masculine. Well, it's not weird to me just because of our proximity.
Oh, look at this shit, by the way. Sorry,
I'm used to it. Oh wow,
this is just like too much. Like when you look at the sun, doesn't it feel like female to you? Like the sun has such a female vibe to it. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have one to you.
I mean, I don't think of that often, but
like, you know, the sun like gives you life. Like, you. Oh yeah, I can't block that.
Yeah,
right,
it's very Mother Earthy kind of, vibe. Carrying like caress it. Yeah, it is kind of a more of a motherly vibe.
Dude, Fury for a single Nanoef. Decadence. This is like when the Roman Empire fell.
That's just flexing.
This is just like going straight into our faces. Like, yeah, you're not even gonna draw an extra card of your Mardu or your Nadu or something. Okay,
and then he's surgicals or whatever on top of it.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's bring. Honestly, on the draw, I don't mind the Shepherd Chalice as much as I do it on the play, but let's try this. And everything else is fine. I guess we also have the Besiegers, so the Shepherds aren't needed as much. That's a good point.
What do you think's the best situation for quick reflexes, if not a red deck that's targeting?
I don't think that's how I think of. Actually, that's not how I think about a card like this. Like, I don't think like a tool like that. It's not for a specific situation where it shines. It's just like all around, like really good, right? That's so I don't like think about what's the best situation for it. Kinda. That's more like for very precise tools that you want in a certain matchup. But I don't really think about it as like.
If it's just a deck with a bunch of spot removal, basically.
It's just a deck with a bunch of spot removal. Even then, I don't think that's. I don't know. Usually, like, I wanted in decks where it has like where you can like use the activated ability really well. But let me quickly finish this thing. Opponent burned this one on the first turn. I kind of want to get this one out. Like, we could run out Nadu, but then we get like kind of fucked. They have. Actually, we don't really get fucked if they have.
I would rather
Fury.
them kill the Nardu than the Shepherd if they have removal. Or just Zenith for something.
I think I'm gonna run out the Nadu here. Oh, let's get a basic. Like, if they wanna like use their Fury on Nadu, that's just like an ancestor recall for us, because they spend like a 2/4 for 1, and then like it's basically a 3 for 1 for us. And I think that I'm okay with that.
And now if they have Delvers, we got it covered.
Oh, dude, 5 mana? What's that? Oh, they needed it for... Oh, that shit again. Dude, that card is so good. Holy shit, that card is good. Good and annoying. Okay, that's a good one. So let's start drawing cards, kinda. I wouldn't mind having a Quirion Ranger at this point. There you go. I keep thinking, oh wait, what if we get like a heritage shirt here? But no. That's not how we do it. Let's run this one out first. By the way, do you know the guy who walks across countries in a straight line? I think his name like is Geo Wizard or something. Every time I hear,
never heard of him.
Yeah, every time I hear music like this, I think about him because he uses that kind of music on his YouTube videos. I think he's walked straight across Norway and Scotland, and I think even England, and he had like 5 or 6 different attempts to cross Wales. Oh, no, actually more like 4 or 5. And on his final attempt, he actually managed to walk on a straight line across Wales. And the biggest problem was that there's just like so many farmers, and they try to chase him away and hunt him down. Oh, dude! It's been a while. It's been a while since something like that happened to me.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's okay. We can still like keep going on the next turn. Okay, that's pretty cool.
So he just sits there with a compass in his hand the whole time, making sure he's going straight. Or I guess he probably drew it on the map.
He actually has like a Garmin, like a GPS device, and then there's like the platinum run. If you only deviate for like, I don't know, 3 meters or something to the left or to the right, and there's like the gold run if you like deviate like 10 meters or something, and a silver run. And he wants to like platinum countries, right? How the same way you get achievements on Steam games and stuff.
Yes. So he has to plan it out to where he's like not running into a hill or a mountain or something he can't pass.
Yeah.
Even if he comes across like a lake or something, he's like, well, shit, I have to swim now.
Yeah, he has those maps, right, that he uses to try and find the best spot and looks at it in Google Maps and everything. The cool thing is when he did Norway. There's just like so many cool situations. When he did Norway, he actually had to walk across a football pitch while a match was going on. So he had to wait for a break, and then just like he sprinted across and he was like, hey guys, see you, bye-bye.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. Really cool guy. Okay, this is not gonna kill us, right? Please don't use this. Please don't use this. Wait.
It's a fact of the day. Did you know if you oh, go ahead.
Oh, this one, I guess it kills it. Yeah, but that's okay. Yeah, you said fact of the day.
So if you take the first 3 numbers of pi, 3.14, and you put them in front of a mirror, it spells pi.
This is the kind of arcane knowledge you tune into on the stream. Okay, so how do we make this work? This is 10 damage right now. At least if my old Julian math was still correct. This always used to be 10 damage. Anyway, so there's a word where you get Quirion Ranger. No, Allosaurus Shepherd. Then we play this. That doesn't do it. I mean, the most logical thing would be to just get Torsten, but that's just like my gut feeling, and I want to work on something else. Does Torsten actually like help us in many ways? When Torsten enters the battlefield, read the top 7 cards, you get a bunch of stuff. When Torsten dies, create some white soldier creature tokens. The old story. Benalia breaks off into 7 warring states, yet to be united by somebody. Oh, we can also get Nadu. We can also just like kill this one on their turn at some point. But then we might, like, this is just like annoying.
I mean, just having a 7/7 is kind of cool.
Yeah. I still respect this one so much, dude. This is just like crazy, but we will probably do that. Yeah, just get the 7/7. I want to get rid of the Wyvern Symbiote or the Dryad Arbor. Probably like the Dryad Arbor. the Dryad was so good. Voivod symbiote. Yeah, I guess they both like work that way. I guess I can get this guy and then play this guy and then have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. That's not good enough. Yeah. Let's do this. Thorsten, I summon thee. Where are you? I wish Thorsten just like made those tokens right away. Oh, I totally forgot you get all of this stuff into your hand. Haha, there was something, right? What? Where? Where are my cards? Where's my money, bitch? We revealed 7 cards. Thorsten, where's my Gaia's Cradle? We could have literally played Gaia's Cradle. This one says, like, put all of them into your hand. Put any number. Oh, you have to select them. Why would I not select them? We could have had Cradle and everything we ever wanted in life. Instead, we got a 7/7. Like, this is the equivalent to like a Legends Chase Rare. Oh, we could have attacked this one. This is like equivalent to a Legends Chase Rare. 7 mana, 7/7. Here we go. Nothing else. Do I also have to agree to get the 7 tokens?
And it doesn't even put the rest in your hand automatically. Yeah.
Yeah. For the off case that.
This.
Yeah.
This feels like there should be a law passed.
We talk to the gods. Yeah. Okay, so they killed this. Oh, now we can't double block. Oh, that's annoying. I was gonna double block this. By the way, do we force to figure this away? I'm not sure. So now we attack with this. Actually, no, we can't really attack with this. I guess we have to. Then they super likely kill us on the swing back, right? Yeah, Adam. That's what it does. It's like it mills to the bottom of your deck. So next turn, I'm probably gonna use this for. Is there anything like? Do we come back to Nadu again? And I want something that's a little bit beefier, right? Something in the mid range, like a Grist. Grist would be sweet. Or some kind of like wire. What's it called? Rensron Vanquisher. Rensron Packmaster. But yeah, we would have needed Cradle for that. Curious whether I want to take this out. The thing is, like, we use what?
Shaman of the Pack.
Yeah. Augur of Bolas. Yeah, okay, we'll just like not do it. Whee! Well, actually, does this do anything? Like, this doesn't. Oh, it dies! Ooh! Ooh! Oh, it's the synergy. The synergy is real.
That's kind of cool. Let's do that.
Here we go. Opponent's like, wait, you're not gonna attack with Thorsten? Let's go. No,
sacrificing it to the leopard gods.
Thorsten, you did nothing, and we won the game because of it. Here we go. Kraterhoof, the Legend of Benalia. Your leaders shall be turned into useless soldiers, so your beasts can rule the nation.
So funny.
This is amazing. 1-0, easy game, easy life.
Oh man.
Oh, we're already out of the match.
I already love this iteration. We have a cactus man, a bird wizard,
Yeah.
a 7/7 that does nothing but die.
Yeah, it's like you have to get it into play with the first natural order, so you can like synergize with your second natural order that you like top deck when you need it. Oh, amazing deck. Maybe I should try to play that, but yeah. Those 4 cradles, man.
So where'd you see this list?
Tessacula and Kinda sent it to me. And Tessacula even sent it to my co-host on the podcast, to Callum, and I was like, dude, you really have to get Julian to play this. And I was like, okay, like, I already wanted to play it from the first moment I saw it, and now, like, when we scheduled our stream, I was like, this would be the fun deck to play. Let's try this.
I wonder how much those cactus mans and the birds cost in paper.
On Magic Online, the Cactus Man was like 15 ticks or something. In paper, I don't know. Oh, Mr. UC has also been working on the deck for a few weeks now. So this deck is actually like your creation? This is so much fun it is. It very much is. So what is it bad against? That's always the first thing to like understand about a deck. And by the way, somebody asked earlier, yeah, this is Kenya. And on some days, I wear it the wrong way. Like when I take this off and I put it on again, then I wear it like this. And yeah, then I feel like, dude, I'm not doing justice to Kenya. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. Dude, it took me forever that BLT actually stands for that.
Oh, the Nadus are not really that much. They're only like $10 US.
Okay. I can afford that. But yeah, then that's.
But I have to get the foil versions though. That's the one thing I hate about when I decided to foil out the Elves deck is any new changes I have to get foil. It's kind of annoying.
But do you actually have foil cradles?
No, that's the only thing. Cradles and my bayous, you know.
Yeah, foil bayous are kind of hard to come by unless you make your way into Wizards of the Coast or something.
Yeah, but everything else, you know, anything that can be foil, I try to get foil. I mean, there's a couple things that I just haven't foiled out yet, but like 95, or I would say like 90% of the deck is foil.
Dude. I used to own all foil elves, like even black bottom bayous and everything, but yeah. I sold it when my sister got married to give her a little bit more money, which, like, looking back is probably like I was gonna say a good thing. I think a lot of people would say, oh, that's terrible investment-wise because it's worth so much more now, but that's not how I think about it.
The meaning of what you were doing was...
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was to a good reason instead of just like, oh, I have to pay this guy that I owe money to, you know, then that would be a different story.
Oh, they actually have Wasteland? I was like, oh, but they play Beanstalk. Nice. Okay, cool. Now we can actually like run these out to protect the drop. Let drop. It's kind of annoying though what thoughts go, by the way. Okay. Beanstalk with Nadu's is kick.
You know what this is? This is a mill deck.
You think it's a mill deck? Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I know. You know how somebody like approached me at the last paper tournament I played and was like, aren't you the mill guy? I'm like, actually I might actually be the mill guy now. Like playing Painter, playing proper Blue Black Dane mill. Just like, yeah.
We've been doing it for like 3-4 years now.
Yeah, like we are the #1 authority on Legacy mill at this point. I don't know how many other authorities on it there are, but we are the very first one.
We've almost got a 5-0.
Dude, that stupid burn deck, right? That was the one that stopped us.
Mm-hmm.
How do you play mill against the burn deck? It's just like impossible. It's impossible.
He was apologizing for winning afterwards.
Curious where this is now going. Because usually like Elves is the kind of deck that wrecks something like this like really badly. Especially like if you had like Surgical's post board to like especially against also like a non-urine version. But yeah, curious what the opponent is up to. But Wasteland already was kind of weird. Would have snapped off a counter spell on that brainstorm. Wait, opponent, please.
Okay, then. Bad manners. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised he didn't toast that last turn.
I mean, there are situations where it makes sense, right? Because it's just like it sets us back a turn, and it's actually quite annoying on this turn, but it's okay. Since we have 2 Nadus, we're just gonna run one out, and yeah, it's probably gonna eat a force, but I mean, it's okay. The most annoying thing is that this exists, and I don't really want to besiege it. It's like reading this, it's just like, oh, is this the card I heard about? It is! The bird is mightier than the beanstalk. It's not so bad. All you have to do is keep from looking down or seeing the fucking bird. Egyptian bird wizards. Win condition. Bird's the bird. How do we wreck the bird? Okay, so maybe we can use quick reflexes here. Yes, yeah. We can't really make too great use of the tapping. Actually, in Elves, you kinda can, right? Because you have so many untap effects. Don't hate it, like, but then again, it's only damage equal to your power, right? Yeah. And also only to... Nah. Not super happy about it for this matchup. Oh, well, I like Flash is not technically, but also... So, okay, let's approach it from the other side. What do I not like in the matchup? I usually like side out like a Cradle or two in this kind of matchup. Might be too much. Oh no, they have Wasteland. Never mind. So Elfish Herder may... Yeah, Elfish Herder can actually go out. I don't hate Natural Order now that we have Torsten and Allosaurus Shepherd and that kind of stuff. Fintor, not Lanoa. Well, Lanoa is better. Like, there's 6 anyway. Lanoa is just better because of the flavor text, right? Oh, this one doesn't even have the proper one. 1 broken bone for every broken trick. Those are the laws of Lanoa or something. Anyway, we side out the 1-drop, we bring in the 7-drop, as you do in Legacy. Oh yeah. Second is that oof is bad, that's true. Okay, let's try like Legolas click quack. Like we can't really shoot anything with it, which is like why I don't like it. It's really only a 1-for-1 trade for like Swords and Plowshares, which is like very meh. Like really very meh. 30 seconds. It's really like it's either land or like one of the mana producers. Bristol, yeah, Cactus Man. Like Cactus Man has too much text to actually side it out in a matchup like this. Okay, let's take out this one. After talking about how this is so much better. I've actually been burned by this, by the way. I've played against a deck where I had like they had Chitter and I had Violet Symbiote Lanoa Elves. And then they eventually get Meddling Mage down and then they name Lanoa Elves. So I can just like not replay it. And then I draw another Lanoa Elves and I'm like, so. And it was actually the one that I wanted to play like Elfish Mystic over, but I couldn't get myself to do it.
Yeah. I have one Elfish Mystic that I have in my deck.
Oh, Heretic.
It's like is it like the 7th edition foil?
That would be quite the achievement if you had that. Because it had to be printed for like another 3 years at that point. Or even 4 years.
What edition it is.
I want to say it's like 12th, 11th, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play this one because I don't want to get wasted. Let's get some... This is actually like a really not very good sequence of things because now we can play this but not do anything with it and then it dies before we actually get any kind of value out of it. Except for like the 2-for-1, I guess. I'd rather have like these ones out first and then run this one, but then it's a little bit more complicated. Also, maybe we just like get Mr. Do Nothing into play again. Like nobody wants to work anymore. That's what they say in America, right? Yeah, this is Torsten. He shows up, does nothing, leaves, and leaves a lot of like little problems behind.
He's like, "Where's my retirement fund?"
Okay, this very much feels like it's gonna get Force of World. And at the same, so maybe we shouldn't even do it. Maybe we just pretend that we... Yeah, actually, let's do it like this. I have no idea which kind of mass removal they're gonna have. We will see. It's also kind of funny that we don't have to even like think about saving stuff for Glimpse and so. We might even get to a point where we hardcast this dude. Oh, there's no white sources. There's not even Virtual Rangers. Wait, there's really no white sources? Huh. This deck needs some City of Brass. Easy fix to every problem. Oh, come on, you're not thinking about force of willing this. Maybe they're like, oh, maybe the opponent doesn't have anything and I want to, like, cycle my force of will, so I'm gonna, like, kill Ole Rade. I was like, play some. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. Maybe he's a reader. Not too much to read on this one. Look at someone so small cause so much trouble. Okay, we just get it. Sure. Okay, next turn they have to like kill the Nadu. Or rather, you know what would be sweet? If we could actually draw Allosaurus Shepherd next turn. That would wreck them pretty badly. Yo, we got Mike in here! How many elves is in elves these days? Well, in the other deck they call elves, I want to say like 2. And it might even be like the secondary creature type in that when it comes to importance. And this one, it's a good point. Let's actually count. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 15. This one's not an elf. 15. This one is Cactus Man. 15. Okay, 15 is a start. You can always add more once they print more broken stuff. How's it going, man? This is acceptable. Acceptable, yeah. Quad off the deck, right? That's where it starts. Dude, I'd love to have Cavern of Souls here. I would just name Bird. End step this one, okay. That one actually doesn't do that much. I mean, it makes it so that Allosaurus Shepherd is not good. Guess we're still gonna run this one out. We even have the luxury of not doing that, actually. We can do this one first. Oh, this one. Oh! 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 Oh, God. We can't do anything. This one doesn't do anything. It does nothing. Messes up our entire mana. Oh, this one's actually annoying. Dude. I wasn't still playing elves when this one came around. Yeah. Well, I guess we do this and attack. Pon's like, maybe I'm gonna force this. There's a Shepherd. Shepherd's good. Honestly, let's get the Shepherd. Can't really do anything with it right now. How many lands are there in standard decks these days? Also, is standard really a thing? I see that Wizards is trying to make a comeback, right? But from everything I've seen, like Modern has basically become standard. Like Modern, basically the entire metagame rotates feels like every year or two. At least that's the joke people were making on Twitter about like the metagame, right? When you compare the previous metagame to what it looks like right now, it's just like vastly different.
Just how much they're printing.
Yeah, how much they're printing, like power level and everything. Especially now with Modern Horizons 3. So there's a lot of new stuff and there's like a proto going on in Amsterdam right now. That's the biggest format on Arena. Which makes it the biggest non-EDH format. That could be a thing. I guess people always talk about how Kitchen Magic is the bigger thing, but that's also just like... Yeah, honestly it very much is, but it's also just like... kind of weird. Maybe start deciding for standard? Dude, that would be crazy. Who does that? Okay, is this where we draw natural order and nothing matters? Oh, dude, that would have been sweet. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 mana. Ah, 1 mana short of Mr. Thorsten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6. Dude, you remember that Friends episode where Monica goes like 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4? 4? Okay, dude, I can't keep going there. But everybody who's seen it knows what I'm talking about.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, you clearly haven't seen that one. Somebody in chat must have seen it. Okay, this one. Oh, why? No, oh, that was stupid. I went for maximum greed on this one. Maximum greed. 7, 7, 7. Yeah, this one gets forced. Like, come on, that's just like, look at this board. This is just like, I'm gonna draw my deck and you're gonna watch me. Come on. Paul, don't even try to pretend. Also, this was so stupid I didn't play a ship at first. But yeah, I was so deep into the counting. Bird Wizard. Like, one, you literally scooped to this one on the last game in the last game. Don't slow roll us. Dragon versus Bird. Dragons kind. Oh no. This. Oh no. No, sir. Sorry, sir. I have no idea what's going on in your deck. I mean, if they have Solitude now.
Well, maybe a double.
Yeah, but then we still pay.
A double that doesn't work. Yeah.
They basically need like 2 more pieces of interaction. I mean, 1 more piece already is kind of annoying, but just like single days, yeah, we're gonna pay for that. Easy pay, easy bird. Bird.
Their idea is for us to burn all of our activations so we can't trigger him when he lands.
So let's try this. Honestly, this is the first time playing with Nadu. I probably haven't like optimized this at all. Okay, we drew this one, right? That's how it works. Puts triggered ability. When this creature becomes the target. When this creature... Did we draw a card for the Nadu, actually? I think we did. Target Dried Arbor, reveal, puts triggered ability into the deck. With Dried Arbor's ability. Yeah, we did. Oh, it came into play. Oh, that's why I was missing it. Yeah, Monica got me distracted, but I was always more of a Rachel guy. Anyway, let's do this. I'm still not used to like not drawing the cards immediately because it's not glimpse. One more of those. When you are Naduing, make sure you start by tapping Cradle. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good point, Wampus. That's a really good point. I'm pretty sure I would have missed that. Because it puts into play immediately, right? You don't get a chance to respond. Oh, that's such a good point. Hahaha. Okay, I hope they don't like wreck us here now. Can we still play our land? Oh, we can. They should not let us do this. How greedy do we want to be? There's nothing we can really draw into now. I think we just pass. Yeah, we'd rather have more mana on the next turn. We can easily erase this. By the way, Wampus, are you named after hunting Wampus? If the card once famously described by Sheriff Fabiano as Humpus Wampus on a cable therapy that he whiffed on. Hunted Wampus. He was like, I don't know what's it called. Humpus Wampus. Yay. Who got milled? Oh, they okay. Was consider. Wasn't thought score. I have like 3 weeks of vacation coming up, and I'm not quite decided on what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna go to Spain, gonna do commentary on Impact Returns with Callum and Kai of Everyday Channel. But then I have like 2.5 more weeks to fill with stuff, and then I have like another 3 weeks later this year, or even 4, I don't know, to check.
Or kite surfing.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I was really undecided what to do because I kind of didn't want to spend money on a really big trip. I kind of want to do that next year. I feel bad about like not doing it right now, but like now the kite surfing thing. Ooh, it could either be Egypt, could be Greece. So like the nearest ones. Maybe I'm even gonna go to Kenya to learn from like a guy I know there who's got a kite center. Dude, I'd love to. Oh, but then again, Kenya would be a little bit of a bigger trip this time. Trashing Wampus? No, that's hunted Wampus. You're the hunted variety. See, cultured, hunted. Oh, she won. Bounce like I got everything like my deck wants, and yeah, maybe I can beat this. I have no idea why I pressed this. This button is actually supposed to take me somewhere else. Anyway, we won. We won. Here we go. Here comes the win. 2-0. Dude, if this is a real deck, I don't know. I want to build this so badly. Obviously, I'm never gonna have money for like the cradles. Oh yeah. Oh, dude. So I had a client who wanted to go to like this really cool hotel in Egypt, Breakers it's called, And they are pretty much booked out for the favorite period of most people, like for example October, November. And now I had somebody ask today, and I asked them, hey, maybe something changed because I have another client. They were like, yeah, something changed. And I was like, oh, awesome. Now we're sold out for even more periods. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's really good. Really good. Like I've been there last year in December. I really enjoyed myself there. This one we can keep. Like we didn't, oh, I should switch. We didn't run into any combo decks yet, right? Opponent is double queuing, playing Painter most likely. And double queuing a Legacy League. While also playing something else, I guess. Yeah, it's exactly like we play Nadu and the opponent scoops. If this is the future of Legacy, I'm down. Like never ever ban this card. I hear it's getting banned in Modern, right? Like also Shuko? Kevin, you know Shuko? Of course you do, right?
Yeah.
That card is like $500,000 or something a piece. Because nobody's got it. Like I thought it was like a 2-cent card. Basically something like you put in.
I didn't know it was expensive.
Yeah. It's actually kind of wild. Let me check on Card Market. They should sponsor me, by the way. I always check on Card. Like, I mean, honestly, where else are you gonna check? Oh, come on, 2-factor authentication. I mean, I put it into place, so 2-factor authentication is like the thing nobody likes, but everybody wants.
It's $22 on TCG Player.
$22 American dollars. Does it say American dollars?
Well, that would be US, yeah.
It needs to say American dollars, unless otherwise it's un-American. Okay, so it's like 8 euros. 8 euros on Card Market, 9 euros, something like that. Yeah, but that's still like 20 times more than I thought it would be.
They only have one printing of it.
It's kind of crazy, right?
Betrayers of Kamigawa. They're gonna reprint that soon.
Old frame. Do it. Okay, so what do we want? So first turn we can accelerate, second turn get this one down, but I really don't like the play dynamic that this deck can produce of turn 1 accelerant into turn 2 Nadu. Because the best you get out of it is a 2-for-1 when the opponent, like, I mean the best you get out of it is like you untap with it and you win, kinda. But if the opponent like handles it, it's a 2-for-1 and you spend like 3 mana on that, so it's like a divination. So it's really not that great. So I kind of want to do something else in the second turn, and based on that, I want to like figure out what I want to do in my first turn. But of course, like, yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? Testicular Nadu is best on turn 3. We say United States dollars. If I was American, I would say American dollars. Like, I would be like the stereotype of like this super rednecky person. And then like, while at the same time being like super left wing. So I would like completely weird for people like would break their brains. Is that like a thing in America? Like, is there a thing where you're like ironically redneck? Is that a thing? I don't know how to put it. Like where you like do all the funny American stuff.
You appear to be a super redneck on the right, but you're really far left.
Yeah, but like not necessarily on the right with regards to like what they think, but really just like how you do the American thing where you just like you say American dollars and you dress like a cowboy and all that kind of stuff.
You got big guns, you got big guns and the big American flags and stuff, but then you're like pro-abortion.
Basically, I don't know how I would call that, but I like bizarre things that don't make sense, and that's just like something that strikes me. Anyway, we should probably take the land because honestly, we need lands.
Mm-hmm.
The deep, hard-hitting analysis strikes again. Let's accelerate.
I remember we at one point we were calling, instead of French fries, we were calling them freedom fries.
Freedom fries. They've never been called anything else, if you ask me. Like even in Germany. But we call in Germany, what do we even call them these days? Pommes.
I forget when that actually started, but it was quite a while ago. Maybe it was like, after 9/11.
It started basically when the entire world was opposing the invasion of Iraq. And America was like, wait, there's like, George W. Bush when he talked about like old Europe and New Europe. And New Europe was basically like Poland and everybody. And that's like when people made fun of that whole concept. Anyway, can we... Oh, I should have... Oh, I didn't get maximum value out of Cactus Man. No land is a battlefield and you can try to put a counter on target. By the way, what is... Oh, this is Painter. Okay, how do we beat Painter? Oh, Painter... Painter's annoying. Okay, so what we should have done is play Cactus Man, then play this, grow this. Can this also put a counter on target creature? Yeah, we should have like buffed these two, so Fury wouldn't have been as devastating. Now we have to play it differently-ish. So let's do it like this. Freedom bucks. Oh, this is just like, okay. Oh man.
Sounds like a video game currency.
Let's do this. Okay. Itchy and scratchy money. Yeah. Bison bucks. Bison bucks the best. Anybody in chat remembers when I hacked Magic Online and I put all these graphics in there, and instead of like play points, you got like bison bucks and all that kind of stuff? Dude, I love that so much. I even put a guide how to do it on my website, and then like Wizards was like, you know what, let's stop that. You can still do it.
Just put that on hold.
Yeah, after they stopped it, you could still do it, but it required so much more work that I never really got around to actually do that. But it was fun. Actually, does that do anything? No. Yeah. So let's do this first. I'm so used to trying to like run out my creatures last, but now that we don't have glimpse, we just do it like this. Also, by the way, opponent, like no second land drop. What is this? 8-land Stompy. Oh, Nadu. Nadu. Oh, you wrote like a proper installer, Mike? That's amazing. I cast Bristly Bell. Let's bounce this one. Okay, this one draws us a card or gets a land into play. Reading the card explains the card, you would think. Wait, Pyroblast this guy? I mean, yeah, we draw a card. We got Cactus Man back. Yeah, we can eventually draw into something. Okay, we get an extra mana here. Oh, dude, it's just like cards keep flying into our hands left and right. Let's do this. Okay, and next turn we actually got them dead.
Have you been playing any other games?
Not so much. Like, I've played a lot of Cyberpunk. I went close to 200 hours into Cyberpunk. I bought it like on release, and like everybody else, I stopped playing it almost immediately. And then like many years, no. Many years later, like I picked. Oh, this is not an elf. What is this? A plant druid. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, I've almost completed Cyberpunk. I have this weird thing, right, where I spend so many hours playing a game, and then right before it ends, I stop playing it, and I don't know why. And a lot of times I didn't even know that it was about to end. I just like stopped playing it. But
is there like a definitive? There's a definitive end to that game.
It has like I actually don't know, in the sense that like I try to. I'm the kind of person I avoid anything like trailers, reviews, a lot of stuff. Let me quickly finish this one. So I know that there are
because once you hit the end,
endings.
You're like disappointed. Yeah, you're disappointed that it's done, so you don't want it to ever be finished. I don't know if you do that intentionally, but yeah, there's a lot of things I don't want to finish, even though like you want to complete it, but some part of you doesn't want to finish it because you want it to last forever.
I pressed the wrong button. Okay, now we have to sit through Final Fantasy VI celebrations. But I know what you mean. I know very much what you mean with that. Yeah. The last time... Oh, no. Oh, no, I triggered the whole sequence of things I've set up that I don't want to happen now. Oh, okay. I'm fighting to get back to the game. So I felt like that when I played through Breath of the Wild. Because I knew that was it. And yeah, it felt like... I don't know. I spent a lot of time on that game.
Versus the other Zelda games, do you think that's one of the best?
Yeah. like I'm a sucker for Link's Awakening, and Link to the Past. Ooh, is this going? No, this is not going to. Link to the Past and Link's, like I want to say like Link's Awakening was the best, even better than Link to the Past. But then there's like a really like after that when we hit the 3D era, there are a lot of great cards. But
Ocarina of Time is my favorite.
Yeah, I think most people would say that. Yeah,
Actually, Majora's Mask was really cool too.
I've heard that opinion a couple of times. I've never properly I played, I want to say like 20 hours of Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. It's kind of like the trendy thing to say, right? It's the Majora's Mask is actually better than Link to than
it's more puzzly. Like
Is
there's definitely more of a kind of a puzzle train, thought train involved. Like Ocarina is more like it guides you exactly where to go. You know, Navi is just telling you where you need to go next. And there's the Master Quest version, which is kind of like a more difficult version of it. Have you ever seen that?
No. You're talking
where they kind of like this is Ocarina of Time. So the original Ocarina of Time, you know, kind of easy mode for the most part, except Water Temple is kind of a little difficult. But the Master Quest, they revamped the dungeons to make them more difficult.
And how would you get that? Was it like a proper release, or did you have to like play through it and then do it that way?
I think I played it on just like an emulator.
Oh, so it's not like an official I was gonna say Wizards release. Okay.
Because I think it came like so much after. But yeah, Majora's Mask was like, I never beat Majora's Mask. It was actually kind of tricky.
Isn't Majora's Mask the one where the comet actually crushes, the moon crashes down and like kills everybody?
There is the moon. Yeah, the moon has a part to play in everything. But I don't know if it crashed down because I didn't finish it.
Honest answer, quickly. Is the moon masculine, feminine, or neutral? How do you have to think about it? No.
Neutral.
No, wrong answer. Chat, help me out. What's the gender of the moon?
I think any planet in your mind would be feminine, huh?
No. In German it's pretty clear. All the planets except for 2 are masculine. There are 2 feminine planets. Can you guess which one? I mean, you should be able to guess.
Uranus and Pluto. Well, I don't know if you consider Pluto as a planet anymore. That's a contentious.
Uranus is masculine, okay? No, it's Venus. Yeah, Venus is the easy one.
Oh yeah, Venus. Yeah, Venus is definitely feminine.
Yeah, and it's Earth. The other one is Earth. Moon is lady, sun is dude.
Do you consider Pluto still a planet?
Yes, of course.
Because I grew up with it as a planet, and now they're trying to tell it. Well, for a long time they've been telling us that. I'm like, nope, not gonna buy it.
I mean, it's basically the most important planet ever discovered. If you ask me. Okay, so what do we want here? Well, I guess now I don't hate Legolas quick reflexes. Also, it's like such a mouthful to say. Can we just like say LQR?
Legolas.
I hope that's like not a bad abbreviation. I think I once had I used an abbreviation for a card because it was like so many words, and then my co-host completely lost it on the stream because apparently it's like a genre of porn, which is like a very specific one. And I kept talking about it. Anyway, not gonna get into it. I guess Shepherd is not what we want. What else do we not want? I can almost see bringing those in, but I also kind of want the... Oh, we still have to take out more? I thought, okay. Wild Bill Hickok. No. Sylvan's Safekeeper. Yeah, let's use that one. Okay.
I feel like the Safekeeper and the Herder are like the first 2 to go.
Oh, Herder should have gone out.
Many situations.
Jeez, totally forgot about Herder. Yeah, I should have removed Herder. Not too big of a fan of this hand, but let's keep it. Let's see where it goes. just realized even animals have a default gender we use for them in German. I never thought about it. For example, mouse. Which kind of default gender would you apply to a mouse?
I would think male.
No, feminine. It's the mouse. And then we got...
Who decides these things?
Well, the German authorities.
The powers that be.
The powers that be, yeah. Oh, that's annoying.
Like someone sitting on a throne going,
yeah.
This is male. This is female.
In Spanish, they actually have that, right? They have like this, the Royal Academy of I guess, Spanish. So elephant, for example. Elephant. Very clearly masculine. What else would it ever be? How would anybody ever think
giant, that? Giant gargantuan.
Yeah. Giraffe. What do you think about giraffes?
Based on their demeanor, I would say feminine.
Yeah, you got this one. Maybe you can actually make it into the Council of German Language Elders at some point.
I have a career path.
Yeah. In French, the Immortals are in charge of the language. Isn't that like an esports team? Oh, Blood Moon, come on. Here comes the overkill. Poland really doesn't want us to have mana. This is where I wish we had like the Immortals, yeah. Oh, dude, this... Oh, no, we can't cast it.
So in Diablo, I'm actually working on my sorceress and making her an immortal sorceress, which is basically a sorceress that almost can't die.
How would you do that?
In any circumstances, minus maybe 3 circumstances, she can't die.
Like when there's like a lightning enchanted monster that lags you.
Certain poison situations.
Really, poison?
Like druid, rabies, always takes out of life instead of mana. Basically, you flip the mechanics to where your life is your mana and you have so much damage and magic damage reduction.
Oh, because you use that shield, right? I don't remember the name.
Yeah, the energy shield.
Yeah.
So you could be at 1 life and you could be standing in the middle of like 50 guys and they're just slamming you and you just don't die.
Let's see if the opponent is gonna be... Actually, no, wait. Turn off. You should actually do it on their turn, of course, because they only... Like, if they have Simian Spirit Guide, we're dead, but that's okay. Cast by exiling, so we get rid of this, and we get rid of... Do we even get rid of this? I guess. Yeah. And then we exile... Doesn't really matter. Actually, it does matter. Exile this one.
So
actually, I should have actually exiled Nadu, because we're never gonna get rid of Magus, so we're never gonna cast Nadu anyway. You got a question?
Well, let's finish this turn first.
Well, that was not too much to finish. We're dead. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
So why do we call a delivery on a ship cargo?
Oh god, I know what you're up to. Yeah.
But a delivery in a car, a shipment.
Yeah. You know, this is where like the cables of our language got twisted, and then like an intern on a Friday night came in. They were like, if I plug this back together, nobody's gonna notice. And then they plugged it back like reverse, and they hit save, and like there was no backup, and then we just went with it. And yeah, this is how we arrived at that.
Why does your nose run but your feet smell?
Oof. You know, this is the kind of conversation you engage in when you realize that your deck is just like destroying everything, even though we just got destroyed. The Zone Safekeeper should give us protection, so we could like survive for a couple more turns. Okay, let's use one Shepherd. Who knows?
you park in the driveway, but you drive in the
parkway. Oh god, these opening hands are so weird, but at least this one is a basic land. You know how in German, I've told the story before probably, I just love telling this stupid story. In German we have a word for if you drive straight towards someone or something, but you don't actually want to drive across it, you want to go around it, right? You want to avoid it, you want to go around it, we have a word for that. And then we have a word which is exactly the same word, literally the same word. It means to run somebody over. It's a verb. It's
manslaughter.
It's literally the same word. It's just like you use a different intonation. It's umfahren versus umfahren. Umfahren versus umfahren. It's literally the same word.
Umfahren is going around, and then umfahren is running them over.
Umfahren, yeah. It means to run somebody over. Oh, I was looking for something better than this. Okay, well, I guess we can get another basic land. German's a word for something. I mean, everybody knows, right? You can just like produce words that are this long in German, just because like we don't do the spaces, which honestly makes it clearer what you're talking about. Like spaces can sometimes produce is it actually called ambiguity or ambiguity? I've always wondered, because like you look at the word and you feel like it should be pronounced ambiguity, but like nobody ever says that. People say ambiguity. No, I see, now I confused myself. Help me out.
Well, I remember ambiguous.
Now, what?
Ambiguity.
Ambiguity, right? Okay. So when you look at it, because the English doesn't make sense, you'd think people, on top of your library, people would say ambiguity, but in this case, they actually say ambiguity, which is like no. Okay, well. Here we got our dude. Should we dude the dude? Yeah, we dude the dude. If they want to kill the dude, so be it. Cactus Man. No lightning bolt. Awesome. You mean by English flip a coin of space or not? That's actually how you learn it in school, yeah. Like if you don't know, you just literally flip a coin. I wish they had done something, because then we could have like, you know, force of vigor in response. Now we really can't force of vigor and step here, just because we are tracked so badly if they have the pyroblast. Let's see. I guess we just do this. So we can grow this guy, or we can grow... Not a fan of either thing. And also we kind of have to keep this up. I guess we can also keep up Position. That's the best. Yeah. Why can we not activate this? Oh, because I have to... Oh, no, yeah, of course. This, like, nobody has priority right now. Haha. Okay. Yeah, so the thing is, like, if you run this one out and pass, and they go grindstone, which they didn't have on the first turn, so there's a good chance they don't have grindstone. Yeah. You know, let's run this one out. Yeah, grow it again. Big guy, go for big attack. By the way, do you in America, do you also say Q? Or is that like a very British word? Q is like the least efficient word in the English language. Like 80% of the words in it, they just like are completely unneeded.
Q?
Of the letters in it. Like when you queue up for something. It's
C-U-E?
C-U-E, U-E.
Or Q-U-E?
Like when you line up for something, the 5-letter word.
Yeah.
Out of which like 4 letters are completely useless.
I think it's kind of useless. Let's eradicate it.
You say line, right?
Let's consult the Immortal Council.
Yeah, Magnus. Like I was thinking, right? Q as a word, it feels very British. It doesn't really feel very American. So you just say line.
We don't really say Q. Yeah, we don't say Q. Oh yeah, it's Q-U-E-U-E. That's a lot of letters.
So much waste. We should like found the society for letter recycling or something. I mean, America already started that, right? They removed the U in color and stuff, even though I like that. Oh, they have grindstone now. Oh, and they have these two. Dude, we have a problem. Like, we have a real problem. I'm not even sure what we can draw that actually gets us out of this. It's very Callum. Callum is like that's like the best American impressions. Can I get a goddamn hell yeah, motherfucker? Love that when he does that.
I want some whiskey.
So, what can we do? I guess we could tech. No, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, there's no way. There's no good way to do things here. Guess we play another land, grow the dude. This is Big Cactus Man, go smash the deck.
Fear the cactus.
Yeah. No block? Okay. Put you to 6. Yeah. Odd blue turnip. That's actually true. Okay. Now we have a 6/6. Basically Spirit Monger. 2 mana Spirit Monger. Where have you seen that? It's all better than Tarmogoyf. Okay. And now we can hardcast this at some point and hope that it's gonna work, but probably not. Actually, I should have done this like on my turn. That was actually my initial idea, that I kill this and this on my turn. But I thought that wouldn't still not be good enough. Like, tap 1 mana, get Grindstone. Yeah, they would have needed 1 more land to kill us had I done that. And okay, I guess they had that mana. Let's see if they screw it up. Probably not. Maybe there should be like an Emrakul in the deck. Elves is the kind of deck that can get away with like running an Emrakul just to get an extra turn, because the extra turn would be so valuable, as opposed to like 4 color control where it's just like 8 nothing. Okay.
So, if you take care of a chicken, do you become a chicken tender? And if you clean your vacuum,
it depends on what you mean by taking care of the chicken.
If you care for a chicken, are you a chicken tender? And if you clean a vacuum, are you now the vacuum cleaner?
Vacuum cleaner. Okay, loving it. You know what we call a vacuum cleaner in German?
Mm.
We call it a dust sucker.
See, that makes more sense. That tells you what it does.
I mean, that's how it works for basically all the German words. Like I want to say like German is...
Fly stuff, car stuff.
Yeah, we talked about that, right? Airplane, we call it fly stuff. Okay.
So efficient.
So opponents wants this. Oh, they already sacrificed something, so I can't. I guess so. Now if I go response, first to figure this and say this, they can let it happen, activate, do the thing. Yeah, okay. Okay, do your thing now, opponent. Okay, here we go. So we get rid of this and this, and that's still not good enough. Actually, we could have stopped them at least momentarily if we had a green card. Let's see if they see the line. A lot of people also die. That was something that still hasn't fully caught on to me, but a lot of foreigners, they find it funny. Like, what do you guys call the... What do you guys even call it? Like the pill that you take to not get pregnant? What's it called? Like the... No, not the trade name or something. But yeah, like
what... Plan B?
No, Plan B is like what you take afterwards, right? Right? I think...
Oh, to keep from getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, birth control. I don't know.
Oh, you guys call it birth control? Okay. So we call it the anti-baby pill. And that's just like the most normal word in the world. But a lot of foreigners, they're like, this is the funniest way that Germans call it, the anti-baby pill. It's just like, no, this is just...
But like... that really is what it is. It's just...
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want babies? It's the anti-baby pill.
Yeah. That's why I never like thought about it as like weird, but you always see these memes about it. It's like, okay, that's what you call it. I mean, Plan B
I could
is
just
kind
imagine
of like...
women going around. Yeah, imagine women going around. I'm on the anti-baby pill. We can do it.
I mean, we just charted to the pill, right? We also just like we don't say we
The
take...
pill.
Yeah, exactly. But Plan B, we just like Plan B is a pretty cool name. We call it the pill after. Okay, so this looks like an old school Elves hand, except for the Besiege. This can turn 2 natural order if you draw Cradle. Otherwise, it's gonna turn 3 natural order, but not necessarily. Actually, oh wait, we haven't even drawn Cradle yet. In my head, I'm like, okay,
This
we're gonna draw
mono-black
Cradle.
helm.
Yeah. Void Walker. Oh, pay 3 life. Destroy target creature or planeswalker for mana. Okay. No, I don't want you. Okay, let's do this. And do this. And we are still on course to just like do devastating damage. Dark Ritual. Oh, come on. You know, the existence of Dark Ritual kind of implies that there's also like a light ritual. I guess it would be a healing salve. On attacking here? Okay, yeah, we'll take it. How aggressive do I want to be about the Besiege? I think I just... But if they like do it right, they do it on our next upkeep, right? So that's gonna make it awkward either way. So we do it like this. Yeah, just pass. I mean, it's pretty obvious that we have that you have Besiege here. What can you do? And they're going straight. No, at least do it on our upkeep. Come on. Oh! Got us. I should have anticipated that. I should have very much anticipated. Oh no, they can't take the Besiege. Never mind. Untouchable. Come at us. Come at us. Untouchable.
Alright, Puck's time, baby.
What was this one?
Whoa. Whoa.
Wait, they still go for it? Okay. So we take out the ley line, right? At least that's what I was taught. Wait, how did they not take the natural order, by the way? Oh, because they thought they were gonna win. Or maybe they still win? Did I miss something? I mean, maybe they got something.
Although they might have a...
No, we
I
attack
would have taken the hell...
we attack for
In
16
case
here.
they have another Void Walker.
Oh, but we just like attack for... No, we can't do that. Like, once they have activated Helm, right? It's too late.
Oh, true.
Yeah. If we attack for 16 here, it's just like over. Krata Hoof.
Finish him. Carrier has arrived.
So this really feels like playing Elves again. Not gonna lie. This really feels like playing Elves again. This is so cool. Okay, Force
Minus
of
the whole glimpse chain, but yeah, otherwise.
Yeah. But the thing, like, I've always loved the glimpse chain, but the thing I've always appreciated most about Elves is just like, you know, squeezing out the tiny value here and there, or even, you know, and then that's my third guilty pleasure, and that one is turn 1 Nettle Sentinel pass, turn 2 Nettle Sentinel pass. Just like, he's a Maru, you down. Just like attack for 2, attack for 6, attack for 6, attack for 6. Dead. Besiege could be another good one. That one doesn't have too much. Don't hate Torsten. How is he called Torsten? Come on. In German, we write it with like an H after the T. Like if you write it without an H, it feels like Scandinavian, kinda. I don't know.
Like Thorsten?
No, you wouldn't pronounce it. You wouldn't pronounce it with a TH. You would still call it Torsten, like a very hard T. Torsten. Like that. Like usually like
Just with a silent H.
yeah. Kinda. The parents of Torstens, they usually spit, right? That's why they like to emphasize the name like Torsten. So let's take this one out. Let's take honestly. Let's be completely honest. Elfasharda is not like we can do better than Elfasharda in this deck.
Not the game-winning. Yeah, not the game-winning plan.
Yeah. Also, like this is Legacy. I mean, I get the idea, and it's cool, and I love the artwork, and I love the flavor text, I love everything about it, and the nostalgia and everything. But we can do better in Legacy.
I would just rather have a main deck oof over that.
Oh, we already have.
Oh wait, no, we do have a main deck oof.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, Mr. Thorsten. We can't ever cast you. Honestly, like Thorsten, we don't really need Thorsten. Okay, I already submitted. If it's gonna give me time. Okay. This one looks good. Dude, love this. Actually, really love this hand. Ba-da-da, da-da-da. You know Germany's playing tomorrow. Germany's playing the quarter, the what are we playing? 1 to 16? Am I stupid? No, we're playing the round of 16. Pure Parkour
Do you ever
run.
go
Coolest names. Good to see you. How's it going?
Do you ever go to the live matches of the football?
It's impossible. Oh, for yeah, like league matches and Champions League matches, yeah. But for like the Euros or like the World Cup, you have to enter like raffles and just like it's so unlikely you ever get tickets. But for like European football, very much, yeah. Like just this season, I've been to the Munich Stadium. I want to say like 5 times or something.
Do you paint your face and everything?
No. At least not when I go to football games.
But the Renaissance Fair, that's another story.
Yeah, exactly, right. Or when I go to my drag show or something. No, I like one of the matches I actually went to we call it like the South Bend or whatever, like basically where all the hardcore fans go. That was quite the experience. That was really quite the experience. I wasn't sure about how much I'm gonna like it, but like when we pull down these giant banners, we call them tifos and stuff. It's just like when you have a, you know what? I'm just gonna show. Tifo. There's one. Like this, for example. Oh, there are better ones. Anyway, this is like basically what people do at the stadium, right? Like this is all fan-made. This is what they do. And we had a really great one that I can't find right now. I mean, of course I can't find right now because there's thousands. Yeah, but it's really cool stuff. Anyway, we got dismembered. Okay. Not so sure about the force of figures at this point. Do we really want to run out the cradle? I think we still do because the opponent also is having issues. And they kinda must. They must use their wasteland here.
They must respect it.
Yeah. They will hate it because they will feel like, oh, they're gonna have another one. Yeah,
Do you still feel Cradle is the most powerful card in Legacy?
Yeah, easily. Easily. Maybe there's something new that came into the format like in the last year or two. It's kind of hard to say at that point. Like Ancient Tomb is up there. Maybe Ancient Tomb, but it's really a battle between like Cradle, Ancient Tomb. Like Brainstorm is like a tiny notch below that. Not a tiny one, like Brainstorm is like a level below that. Just because for raw power. Like the raw power, given the cost, just like playing a land, is just insane. For like Cradle and Ancient Tomb. Yeah. Aftershoulder is 472 euros now. I choose to believe you because I want to be rich. This is how like all multi-level marketing schemes start, right? Yeah, floor is definitely higher for Tomb. That's true. Oh, maybe
gotta sell my Elvish herders.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna take our natural order this time. Disrupt the natural order of things, or maybe they hate Nadu just as much. I mean, most likely they're gonna wasteland us here, right? They don't have to now that they've seen our hand, because they know that the Cradle isn't doing anything right now. But of course, it enables them like so many insane top decks. Ooh, opponent really doesn't like mana, huh? Oh, it almost felt like a Bowmaster, but it turned out not to be one. Okay. In that case, we shall Nadu you. What's your favorite video game of all times? Everybody in chat. I also want to hear from chat. Your favorite video game of all. Doesn't have to be like what you consider the best video game of all time. Just like you personally, what's your favorite video game of all times?
Diablo 2.
Oh, dude. That might be the most common answer.
Yeah. Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction. It has to be the expansion, though.
Yeah, it changed so much, right? Really changed so much. Okay, let's get this one down. Baldur's Gate 2, hands down. Yes, a man of culture. It's probably one of my most played games of all time. Sudden Edict.
Heroes of Might and Magic was really fun, too.
Never played that one, but I'm aware of it. Oops, I want to attack, not tap for mana. Heroes of Might and Magic 3, right? Dude, Divinity!
I remember seeing
Whew.
Archon from the Czech Republic was streaming a bunch of Heroes of Might and Magic not too long ago.
It's such a classic. Such a classic. Dude, by the way, Mike, Overvoltage. I know you recommended Divinity Original Sin to me, and you had been recommending it to me for like years, and I never played. And you said, I think this is like the kind of game that you would enjoy. And then eventually, like, I think at the... I started playing it in the end of 2019 and played it like for half a year, and I completed it. And it ranks among my, I want to say, top 5 favorite games of all times. Didn't you also buy it for me? You might actually have. I don't remember, but you might have. I don't want to rule that on out, but yeah, it's definitely in my top 5 of all times. It's just holy shit. I played it with Lotse, and like her ending almost like kind of made me cry. It was like really, really good. Oh yeah, I could nerd out about like Divinity so much. Like there are a few games, right? I'm very much into like retro gaming and that kind of stuff. There are a few like modern games that really earn a special spot for me, and that means a lot. Like I'm not the kind of guy who says like all the new stuff is bad. There's tons of new stuff I like, but then there's like this next tier, and beyond that another next tier. Oh, by the way, hello, Thorsten, of stuff I enjoy. And yeah, there's like Divinity, there's Sekiro. Cyberpunk is growing into it, even though okay, let's not talk about it because I feel like it's still below. Yeah, Thorsten does what Thorsten does best, just hang around and like do nothing. And eventually probably die. We'll see where this goes. Right now we're just like easily winning the race. Like we're one fetch land away from actually winning on this turn, right? How can you ever lose when you have Thorsten? Oh god.
Thorsten, the good old guy.
Gotta get it in foil. Japanese foil, Thorsten. Do you think they like spell it out? What's it called? Like not kanji, katakana? Like do you think like they katakana Thorsten out so to be Torstuno? Something like so somebody statistically speaking, there must be somebody in chat who can like speak Japanese or like write type Japanese. What's Thorsten in English? Oh, we have another match. I thought it was over. Okay, cool. Let's get the 4-1 then. I thought we already had the 4-1. Easy. 3-1. Thorsten now. Yeah. Mr. UC is gonna translate it? Awesome. Oh, Odd Plutonium, thank you so much. I figured that would be it, right? Maybe we can like find some place to pronounce it actually. Random. Here we go. Scryfall. I want Thorsten's Japanese name. I guess I can put it into Google Translate, and that one has a feature to say it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's stop the song for a second and hear what Google has to say. Google, hit me.
Mino na hango.
What?
Mino na hango.
Wait, why did it say it again when I said what? I didn't even click something has happened to... Oh, did you say that?
Mino. Oh, you thought that was the computer?
Yeah. Did you just like perfectly pronounce that?
Mino na hango.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
You sounded like the computer. Mino no hango. What is that like translated literally? There's no... Because hilariously, it actually translates that as Thorsten, hero of Benalia. Actually, I guess I have to like move it like this. How would... Wait, no, the translation is different? I'm not a fan of this. I'm a fan of it. Oh, I have to change it back to this. Thorsten, how? Because when you put it in and you make it tell it this is German, then I'm not a fan of this. Okay, anyway.
Wow.
There are things beyond my understanding, and I'm happy to keep it that way.
The mystery.
Yeah, mystery is the best, honestly. Like for most of my life, I've been trying to remove mystery from my life to like have a more stable life and everything. And eventually you realize mystery is the best. Wonder, excitement, not understanding stuff, getting lost in cities. It's the best. It's nothing. I want nothing more than that. And in a way, that's a luxury.
And the truth is often more appealing than fiction.
I mean, the truth was more appealing than fiction. I hope so.
Well, I wouldn't say appealing. Yes, too, but the truth is often more exciting and interesting than fiction.
Depends. By the way, what is this? What I hate about these new fetch lands is that I actually like the artwork for a lot of them. But I can't get myself to ever play them because they are old. I think they might actually exist in old frame as well.
I think they made old frames of them.
So you think they would write Torstnes Torotsun? Wait, can Japanese words end in N? I thought they also have to like end in a vocal or something. Wait, why? What is the... Oh, because if you surveil a Necromoeba, the old intuition trick. If you intuition for 3 Necromoebas, 2 of them come into play. This is amazing. I had so many puzzles with that. And the hardest part was like to come up with a believable deck that plays like Necromoeba and intuition. Wait, this is another Nadu deck? Oh, you're saying this is breakfast?
Breakfast.
Looks like breakfast.
Yeah, Sephirate.
Okay, that one works. Now we do the oldest trick in the book if you don't draw a land. Shuko. Oh, like, yeah. Take 2 damage. This is so unfair. They get Flying Man on the first turn. Okay, here we go. Next turn we're gonna have a lot of mana. This is where I wish we had like a Heritage Druid in the deck, because then we could have even more mana. Okay, this is a start. I mean, Breakfast would also play Nadu, right? I would think. This, like, when you said this is a Nadu deck, I was expecting this to be Breakfast Nadu. Torusuten. Okay. How would you write Julian in Japanese? Dude, so much mana now. Cradle, come on. Give us the Cradle. Ah, close enough. We probably want to run out Collector so we don't like randomly lose out of nowhere, right? But that's also weak. Like the opponent already showed us that they don't have anything. They don't even have like cantrip. Actually, they do have cantrips.
Well, does Oof stop the Shuko?
Yeah.
It stops the Shuko equip.
Yeah. I just don't want to play it. It feels so weak, but I guess that's the best we got. So, anything else? Oh god, Cactus Man. Cactus Bell. Or maybe it's time for Elvish Herder to shine. No. I'm just like trying to see whether there's anything else we can do, but maybe this is just like, this is okay. I feel like the opponent probably has like Force of Will in hands. And probably not Swords to Plowshares. Jeopard first? Yeah, that would have been better. Then again, if they run out the Force, that's okay, because we're gonna draw like Natural Order or stuff. But yeah, I think Shepherd first would be best. Step through. Okay. You shall step through. Oh, is this... No. Definitely Delusionist. Oh, we... Wait, why would you do that? Anyway. That music keeps me energized. Kinda wanna like send it for more mana so we can go like really deep next turn, but that's so greedy, but greed is good. Greed is so good. Yeah, you know what? Greed. The greed can't keep... but I mean, obviously this wants to be a viable symbiote, right? But... Okay, let's play the less greedy version. Okay, let's see what the opponent's up to. It's kind of weird that they don't... Like, they probably don't have another Swords to Plowshares. Oh, they got this. Okay, now we're dead, right? Yeah. I mean, let's take a look at the rest of the deck for a moment. As they reveal it. Probably nothing too surprising them. Maybe the most exciting thing would be like, do they have like days or any kind of extra removal spells? Probably not. They've got Sagas, Soulguide Lantern. Do we have any kind of graveyard interaction in our deck? I don't think so, right?
The Voids. We have ley lines.
No, I mean like, does their graveyard interaction, like do we have anything, any graveyard synergies in our deck?
Oh.
I guess Torsten needs to...
Synergies?
Yeah, the closest we have to a graveyard synergy is Torsten dying. Because if they have a ley line, then Torsten doesn't even make soldiers when he dies. Or I guess, yeah, we got Bristol Bell. Cactus Dude has landfall. Oh no, has landfall. That one doesn't even do it. Yeah. Anything else? Red Return, of course. Which kind of island? Ooh, interesting choice. Just Forces for interaction and Swords to Plowshares, I would guess. Unnamed Force of Vigor. Unfortunately, we don't have that in the main deck.
So the text of when Torsen dies, if they have a ley line, it doesn't trigger?
Yeah. I mean, that's the text for basically all of the creatures that say when
so
it dies.
So for dies, it means when it goes to the graveyard,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. They basically are at that. Or, yeah, basically. You know how Wizards keeps putting so much text onto stuff? They ran out of real estate on the text in the text box, so they had to shorten so much stuff. Also, like, you know how it used to be like comes to play, then it became enters the battlefield, which seemed longer, and now they shortened that to enters. When XYZ enter, that should be on here, right? When Crowd of Behemoth enters the battlefield, didn't they shorten that to enters? Help me out, chat. I'm pretty sure they changed it to enters. I've seen a new card that said enters. And I would think they would like use the template for everything. Huh. No, I don't know. It's going to be in Bloomborough. You got some Bloomborough start that templating. Yeah, but then shouldn't that like be that kind of templating be applied to all of the cards? Or is Bloomborough not out yet? I don't know what a Bloomborough is. What do we want here? I guess Quick Reflexes could be cool. I think it's like Quick Reflexes is cooler when you can actually like tap your stuff with like Retro Rangers and Heritage shit, but then again we can still tap our stuff just for mana. Huh. Honestly, maybe it's actually good enough. I'm not sure what we take out. Maybe Cactus Bill is too slow. Herder is too slow. Safekeeper is meh. So those four go out. I'm also like not too high on the ley lines, honestly, but yeah. I'm not even sure if I want other Sour Shepherds. Like we can take out two. Then again, we got Natural Order, which is like really good. So maybe no Quick Reflex, but they are removal spell, and removal spells are king. Okay, let's remove our Once Upon a Time. It's not that needed in this deck. We just brought in 6 cards that are not creatures. Usually I don't like that too much, but when you bring in like so many and like everything else is just better. And they don't attack your mana, I think you can justify it. Okay. Yes. Yes. Acceleration, Cradle, Natural Order, and a way to make it uncounterable. Like this is potentially a turn 3 kill. Let's see what they got to say, but I like this. By the way, what does everybody think about the new Barrogoyf? Kevin, have you seen that one? The new Tarmogoyf? Like not the 1 mana Tarmogoyf, but I want to say like 3 mana Tarmogoyf.
I haven't seen that.
Let me see if I can find it. I should. What's it? Barrogoyf or something? Yeah, it turned out to be like pretty good actually. At least a couple of times I played against it.
I haven't even heard of Bloomborough. That's the newest set coming out.
I don't know if Magic ever is gonna have a newest set at this point. It's just like the set of the week. So this is the Barrogoyf. that one's actually like pretty decent. Like kind of annoying to play against. It was like really good actually. Just because it's so big, it has death touches as lifelink. Basically, it just like dominates the battlefield, and then it also has like another relevant ability.
We might use that in Mill.
That's the spirit, right? Okay, so do we accelerate here once again? I think we do. We're just like super greedy. But we didn't bring in Torsten. Maybe that was the fatal mistake. Fatal mistake, Torsten the sideboard. Just want to draw another creature and attack for 60 next turn. Nethergoyf, yeah, Nethergoyf is also kind of cool. Nethergoyf, like, we talked about it in Everyday Eternal, right? And Callum was like cautiously optimistic about the card, and then he came back for the next episode and he really liked it. He liked it a lot. So, who knows? Stupid nomads and card. Those are the hardest ones to stop. This, you know what this deck wants? This deck might actually want a Scavenging Ooze, but who knows? What do we do here? We can attack for 16. Like in past Elves, even then it wouldn't have worked. I was gonna say there was a world where we Elfish Visionary and we hope to find. Actually, there was a world where we could have found Quirion Ranger and then kill them for 24, but we can't do that here. What else can we do? You really can't do all that much. This is a problem. Scoos is on a list of cards to consider for sure. Yeah, I would love Scoos. Because honestly, like, we have our entire deck. We have access to our entire deck right now. And it's uncounterable. And we literally can't stop this combo. Post-board. That's a problem. That should not be a situation to find ourselves in. But the thing is, like, there's a good chance they don't have the combo. Otherwise, they would have gone like turn 1 Nomads and Court, turn 2 Sapphire Illusionist. But then again, maybe they drew this one for the second turn. So who knows? So we basically want to put us in a position where like we just killed him. Just kill him dead. I guess the best way to do that would be get the girl like this. So basically, we're playing the game as if they don't have the kill next turn because we can't stop that anyway. So let's try to put ourselves into like the best position. Play from there. And this one also like attacks for 2 more damage and everything. Honestly, maybe I should have even attacked first because now I don't want to attack into this because these are too valuable. So let's see what they do. You know, it's kind of funny, right, Kevin, when you I don't know if you feel like this in tournaments sometimes, but you think about like everything you could do, what they could do, and you just like figured out, okay, so we can't play the game thinking that they're gonna do that because you can't beat them. So you really try to craft the optimized path from a couple of assumptions of stuff you can't beat, and then they literally untap and they smash the first thing that you're like, okay, I can't beat that, so I have to like construct the entire game from here around them not having it, and then they have it, and you just
then they have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, like all that wasted brain energy.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh my god. Oh, dude, can we get the old legend rules back? Is this something we can stop? What does it actually do? It like it puts the lands into play and everything else into their hand, right? And then it kills us. Wait, why? Oh, they only can do it twice. Oh yeah, there was something. Dude, we needed another creature. Another creature would have been bonkers here. So we can turn this into a 5/5. But that's not good enough. Okay, so where do we go from here? So we can attack for 16 plus 2, that's 18, so they have to block. which is good, I guess.
But they can only do it 4 times, right?
How many times? Well, basically, like they can also do it on our turn cycle. They can do it again here now. But the thing is, like, I want to kill them dead here, but we can't really. Just because we have 18 damage and they can block, and they might even.
We
have, like,
could get a
Social
7/7 that just puts cards on the bottom of our library.
Flushes. No, we can't even because he didn't bring it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, I guess we attack and force them to block and hope they literally got nothing, because now they're gonna draw even more cards. Yeah, this is a terrible spot. Tutor for Safekeeper. I think we cited out Safekeeper.
We don't have the credit hoof.
We do have the Cradle, but it doesn't kill them. But we will like natural order for Kratov here. I'm just like trying to see whether there's anything else. Like even Safekeeper is just like, then we draw extra cards. But the problem is, extra cards don't fix our problem. The only thing that fixes our problem is dealing damage to the opponent. And had we drawn land, we could have done that. Is there anything else that I'm totally blanking on and not missing? Okay, I think we got nothing. In that case, let's send the clowns in. Opponent's drawing some extra cards. Second natural order. How do we cast a second natural order without having a second natural order? Oh, you mean like after? Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, but it's like it's not in the deck in the first place. Yeah. This is so bonkers, dude. How did they ever make this card? Come on, Wizards. Sometimes you want to know what's going on at the headquarters. But I mean, everybody knows what's going on at the headquarters. Nothing matters except for EDH. Which is so funny, right? Because the biggest, I mean, everybody talks about that. The big appeal of EDH was, it's just like, it's this thing that kind of existed outside of Magic. And you just like, you adapted the cards that were meant for something else, for your own card game. And now it's the entire opposite. Now it shapes and dominates everything. And all of a sudden, it's not that thing, that novel thing anymore, where you just like take everything from a different card game and you adapt it for this game. No, this is the game. And now constructed Magic formats that are not EDH, they adapt for their formats and try to make it work. So I guess we could get Quarion range. That doesn't do anything. Play a Gaia's Cradle and like go again. Like it also only draws a card. That's not good enough. Wire with Symbiote doesn't do anything. Hoof, Krotterhoof, Windhorn. Gotta be Krotterhoof. Okay. We're 1 mana short of like using this one. Oh, okay. Opponent must block or have any kind of interaction. The thing is, like, with only triggering from opponent stuff, I don't think that's what they were really going for. Because it says it only triggers twice each turn, which, like, usually when the opponent targets it, it only triggers once anyway. Or if they, like, try to kill it multiple times, then you also don't really need that limitation. Because then you're, like, that's a fair trade-off. Because usually, like, you counter the first removal spell or something, and then they try again, and then you draw again, and then, like, it's always, like, a fair trade-off, kinda. So, it's, like, super abusive. Okay, so they can now... Yeah, send this one to this one. And survive on 1 life. And then we are probably dead. Like, I've never seen them go off like this, but I think this is just like... We're most likely dead. Oh, this is also like so annoying. I just realized... This one doesn't get stopped by Leyland of the Void, right? Yeah. Annoying stuff going on there. So, now they get Oracle. I mean, yeah, I guess technically there's a world where they fail, but don't think so. Or nomads and core. Oh yeah, I guess you can. Oh yeah, of course. We even talked about, right? If you get extra creatures, then you can like trigger twice again. And then eventually you get the second Nadu and you start all over again and you get even more stuff. And yeah, this is over. Do I even have a button for losing? I only see my winning buttons. Oh, they are down here.
Need a button that goes dun 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 dun.
Well, I guess you got this one. It's
Oh
close
no, you
enough,
got
right?
the
Or this one. Oops. I programmed these buttons to always go back to the screen, so I have to manually go back. I keep telling OBS, no, don't run the script. Okay, just want to see this in action.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we go from here? I guess humiliate yourself now, and then eventually you dread return, but yeah. I mean, they can mill themselves, you already know they have Thassa's Oracle in hand. Okay, GG. GG's all around. Yeah, got us. Okay, we got us 3 and 2. 3 and 2 is fine. It was fun. I want to play this in paper, dude. It was fun.
Yeah, this is a fun deck.
Kind of was missing something mean in the sense that's like a thing between, like, when we don't make these two things happen that I can sign up for, but it's close.
Scoos instead of the herder would be, I think, possible.
Yeah, I think the herder goes out. I can see why people like the Sylvan Safekeeper. I would probably cut it, but I'm also like, I'm not gonna make that call after like playing just a single league with it. Herder, but it's so cool. Like, once it goes off, it's so cool, but it really doesn't do anything other than that. But once it goes off, it's really cool. But I think I'd rather have something mean, right? Maybe even just like a stupid removal spell or Scoos, or you know what I mean.